right, from the heart of America, I'm Steve Gruber, ready to fight for you. From the foxhole of freedom, giving you better analysis and insight than anyone else. Shining a spotlight on the cockroaches inside that swamp, delivering truth and justice just in time. Here are three big things you need to know right now to start your day. Number one, hydropower in America is on its way to extinction. The latest energy victim of the radical left that doesn't care about you, your family, or this country. Number two, Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida about to jump into the race for the Republican presidential nomination. So is Mike Pence and some others. We'll get to that. Number three, the weaponization of the government and the media at all levels against conservatives and frankly anyone that doesn't buy into the cult-like mentality of following the progressives, no matter what the price. It's out in the open for anyone that's honest to see now. It's Free for All Friday, and I'll get to several things on that too, but the hearings on Capitol Hill featuring 3 FBI whistleblowers is something I cannot ignore. It caught my attention and it touched me. It struck a chord. These are public servants that have dedicated their lives to serving the American people. Yet when they came forward to voice concerns about politics taking over their departments and their agencies on behalf of one political party to destroy another, instead of being protected for the gutsy move, they were all smeared, punished, and run out on a rail. So Jim Jordan and his committee called 3 of them to testify. And it's clear these are not political operatives, but rather regular American heroes that are being crucified by the Department of Justice and the FBI for being brave and telling the truth. Special Agent Garrett O'Boyle was among the whistleblowers fighting back against the smear jobs he has faced for taking the brave step to call out reckless and possible criminal behavior by those in those agencies. Listen to this.
I am here today because even though I am wrongfully suspended from the FBI, I remain duty-bound to the American people to play my small role in rectifying these issues. After all, I never swore an oath to the FBI. I swore an oath to the Constitution.
Yeah, he swore an oath to the Constitution. O'Boyle, a lifetime public servant, then explained why so many look the other way and why he could not. Here it is.
Despite our oath to uphold the Constitution, too many in the FBI aren't willing to sacrifice for the hard right over the easy wrong. They see what becomes of whistleblowers, how the FBI destroys their careers, suspends them under false pretenses, takes their security clearances and pay with no true options for real recourse or remedy. This is by design. It creates an Orwellian atmosphere that silences opposition and discussion. We know what is right to do, yet we too often refuse to do what is right because of the difficulty and suffering it incurs.
Yeah, they don't do what's right because it's too hard. The whistleblowers have been cut off from everything they dedicated their lives to. No clearance, no paycheck. It really is the oldest trick in the book. Congressman Mike Johnson hammers on the FBI for abusing the whistleblowers that testified on Thursday. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, talk about a chilling effect, right? Not only have we chilled the rights of parents to go and express their views, any other whistleblower better take note, right? They better take note. You may not be able to feed your family. It's disgusting. Your security clearance was wrongfully suspended. You have no recourse, right? Because here's the thing. If you wrongfully strip clearances, the FBI is the one that you appeal to, right? The FBI is supposed to investigate itself. Is that right?
That's correct.
I just want everybody to understand, we only get 40 seconds left. The FBI investigating itself. This is why we're here, folks. This committee, we have jurisdiction over the Department of Justice, over the FBI. We are the checks and balances in the system. We have to draw this attention to this because it's our oversight duty. We're all trying to fulfill our responsibilities and our patriotic duties here. I am grateful to you men for your willingness to stand forward and take the arrows as you have, even from members of Congress over here who are trying to disparage you. It's disgusting. I thank you for your patriotic responsibility. Look, the free speech of parents is chilled. The speech and the duty of whistleblowers is chilled. We got a problem, folks, and we're trying to fix it. I'm out of time. I yield back.
Trying to fix it, but good luck because they'll never get any cooperation from the left. They don't care. And see, what they don't understand is if they can go after these folks, they can go after anybody. The threat was clear. Keep your mouths shut and go along with everything that's going on, or you will get destroyed. That was the message coming from both the FBI and the DOJ, according to the testimony. That, to be honest, was hard to watch for me. The chairman was also telling them it was not going to be easy to sit in that room. No, not at all. Jim Jordan warning the whistleblowers that they were putting themselves directly into harm's way. They probably knew that, but listen in.
Get ready. Get ready, because these guys are going to come after you. You know they are. Last hearing we had two journalists, Democrats, two Democrat journalists sat right where you guys did, and these guys tried to get them to divulge their sources. Someone needs to tell them how the First Amendment works. And while Mr. Taibbi, one of those award-winning journalists sitting right where you're sitting, was testifying, guess what else was happening? The IRS was knocking on his door. So get ready. But I know you're up to the task because you came forward in the first place.
Yeah, it came forward in the first place, which is really important. Now, look, the attacks came from the left, as I knew they would, and everyone knew they would, smearing good men for standing up for the truth and what is right. But they did not shrink from the oath they swore to America. They did not shrink at all. Congressman Stubbe, friend of this program, also calling out the lies of the FBI and the DOJ, and Steve Friend says he was destroyed for telling the truth. For telling the truth as a whistleblower. Listen to this one.
Of law enforcement resources, misconduct in leadership ranks of the FBI. And I've been here 5 years, and during that period of time, Director Wray and AG Garland have both sat in desks just like that, under oath, and testified that they would not retaliate against whistleblowers. And it's my understanding, Mr. Friend, that you went through all of the required regulations at the FBI in order to raise your concerns to your supervisors. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you followed inside protocol for the FBI, utilizing whistleblower statute protection, information, regulations through the FBI to make your complaints and information be known.
Yes.
And you did that to your supervisors.
3 levels of supervisors.
3 levels of supervisors, and the response to that was losing your security clearance, shutting you out, losing your job, taking away your pay.
That's correct.
I'm so frustrated and angry.
You should be frustrated and angry. Whistleblowers are supposed. We learned years ago to protect whistleblowers, to give them special protection, to make sure they weren't abused by the system, and yet here we are. Watching that very thing happen to these 3 former special agents of the FBI. It's not the way government is supposed to work. It's not the way our government is supposed to work. It makes my blood boil. When they come through and they say, look, this is all politicized. They're not making decisions based on what's happened. They're not following the facts. They're following ideology. They're following an agenda dictated to them by politics. And what was done? They were attacked. And what's being done now by the Democrats? They're being ignored. What happened to people just being honest, for God's sake? Just being honest. Look at them. They came forward and said, look, this is dishonest. It's the problem with the Republicans today. They're the only honest ones left at the poker table. If you're the only one at the table playing poker that's honest, you're in really bad shape. I've got more. We're going to take a break here. It's the Steve Gruber Show on a Friday. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'll be right back.